Well, we wrapped up that patio prep, and there's still quite a bit of day left. I think it's only like 10:30, 11 o'clock. So we came back over here to our swimming pool project that we did, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. It's looking pretty good. A little muddy, but it's looking pretty good. We're gonna add a set of steps coming right off of this corner, down the hillside. We're gonna give them a nice big landing right here, so that you can come down the steps and head down to the playground area, or keep coming around to a walkway slash set of steps right through this tight area to this lower pad. So we're going to go ahead and get digging that out. Decent amount of steps, good size landing, and it's kind of hard to get down in here. So we'll start digging here and see how much we get done with this crummy weather we're having. So once I get the shape of the steps, just a nice slight curve to it, we put some pins in and set our height. So I just came off of the top of the pool deck with my level, gave it a quarter bubble fall this way, 2%, down 7 1/4, 2% fall at this intersection. And what I do, it's pretty fast way to lay out steps. I measure from point to point. That's 18.5 inches. So then I do my plumb down, 7 1/4 inches, 18.5 inches, and this line should match. They should both have 2%. Once I know I have that, then I'm at the right pitch of the board. So I just continue that process the whole way down. As long as it's working out each step, I know I'm good. Once I got halfway down, I started losing my fall. Here's my 18.5, but here's my 2%. You can see that's very minor. So I just keep the same fall. I let the step grow 1/4 inch. Now I'm 1/2 inch big. Now I'm 3/4 big, but I'm at the bottom of my steps. Nobody's ever going to complain about 1/4 inch growing on the tread of a step when they're 18, 19 inches long. So luckily, I came down to my final step. This doesn't happen often, but it happened today. Top of my step was right in line with our sidewalk. So I got that lucky. Had this not have been in line, I have some wiggle room here. I can finagle this step higher or lower. I can move the walk up or down, in or out. So we could have made it work. We could have done whatever we needed to do, but for whatever reason, it worked out perfectly to this line. So we're done. So I'll go ahead and put the steps in. Just wanted to give you a rundown of how I do that. So we started putting our stringer down the other side, putting in our 4-foot risers. These on curves, you just sort of put them in all on your lines, and then you make them look good. I put a frame in a quick square in here, and of course you see they're out, but you just try and keep that the same. That's one way to gauge it. Get them roughed in. These are still one screw over here, so we'll get this whole side in, and then we'll sight down them and tweak them a little bit. But as long the one side's all laid out to the line. We are wrapping up here for today. We have one step to go right here across to this. That'll get us down onto the landing. We got a nice curved walk coming out of here. Sort of just climbs. Then we put a little bump out over here, and they can come down the steps and exit that way to the play area, rather than just ending it right here at the steps. The steps will wind up the hill. So this is as far as we made it up top. We have all these conduit lines. We tried digging underneath them. We got them down a little bit. We should have 4 inches on top of them. I'd like a little bit more. So we're gonna mess with that next time we come here and see if we can't get them down a little bit. These last 3 steps are gonna grow. They wanted it to flare as it gets up to the pool deck. So that's going to be it here for today. Thanks. We are on site today trying to get these steps poured, and it is a muddy mess. It's rained all week. Actually, we were here yesterday getting stone in the last couple risers, and it didn't seem nearly this bad. And it didn't rain. So we're pretty much all ready to go. We just got to figure out how we're going to get concrete down this bottom part. I might jump in the skid loader and peel some of this out of here, but it can barely walk on it. Yeah, going down. So if we can get a truck down through that, we can wheelbarrow across the top here to the upper portion, but we don't have much of a berm here to run on. So I'm gonna see what I can do and cut us in a little road and see what happens. So we started cutting in a bench. It's working pretty good. It's just really soft up there. Trying to get something for some traction.
Hold on, back up.
Going good? You see how the hillside's pushing. We'll just bring in half loads, keep some of the weight down. I'm gonna go ahead and start carving in down there. We need to get a path to the lower section as well as over there. Over there, no problem. Here, yeah, little problem. Okay, made it down, no problem. Those trucks are amazing. So we peeled that mud off of there. He gets on the level, we should be okay. And the plan is we're just going to run power buggies right through here, right across our little highway 1. And shovel, dump, shovel into those steps. The hard part is the hopper's so wide, as we dump it, it's going to want to get behind those liners. So we just have to hold them tight with our hands. It's going to be a mess. If we could put the cement truck chute in each one as we go, much easier. But that day is not today. Okay, here comes buggy number 1. What we'd like to do is tuck little chunks of broken stone on the edges. Concrete's rolling down the hill real nice. Almost halfway poured. Didn't flip a power buggy yet. Top steps came together real nice. Working our way down, and we just float from riser to riser, giving a little shake. You got to find that bottom of the riser right there. A lot of guys will cut that on a 45. I like to see that edge right there, and I'll show you why in a little bit. This concrete's probably like about a 5-inch slump, and that works out real nice for steps. You saw how it just flowed down there pretty nice, and then once it's full, how it just holds its shape. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on these. The guys are filling in the bottom steps. Home stretch, a little bit there, not straight edging right up it like a champ. Hope there's not too much swearing going on in this video today. Okay, that was fun. Everything went good. Could have been a lot worse. A lot of shoveling, a lot of dragging. Those steps are almost ready to hit. We poured them about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Once you put color in the truck and give it those 100 revs, it really heats up the concrete. But everybody's slipping right in this spot. It's really muddy and slippery down here. But steep set of steps. We're gonna go ahead and start hitting it. That's a real nice look though. All right, stay tuned. Okay, the guys are making their way down the steps. What do you think of those, huh? I'll try and get over there and get some close-up. Jim, you taking care of me right here? Whoa, don't fall in that. So that's all ready. Steve's dealing with those 2 steps down there. You okay, Steve? You need a hand?
I'm good.
Concrete's been on the ground for 45 minutes. No, if I'm in your way. You just peel those off and you spray them first. Nothing sticks to them. Yeah, that's how it comes off. Okay. We started using these starbit screws, Torx heads, whatever you want to call them. Much nicer than a Phillips screw. We reuse them probably 5 or 6 times before they get stripped out. Well, almost ready to spray and start rolling. Okay, that actually went really well. I'll give you some final of that. We're just getting everything gathered up into buggies. We had to park all the way up there, so we'll just use that to transport all of our material, tools, a couple of trips, and we'll be all done. So, a little bit of cleanup on this pillar, a couple splashes, nothing major, but you just hate to leave stuff like that behind. So we're catching that right now. Clean this little bit up. It's just some mud, and that's to be expected. But I think it turned out really well. Nice little curve to them going down there. They'll have mulch bed in here, grass here. I haven't seen them adding a mulch bed here since we leveled that off. So, but coming down to a walkway. What do you think, Pep? Good?
Oh, beautiful.
So, I mean, they could even put a little end table and chair right here in this spot. It's, I mean, look at the view they have. You know, little walkway going to here. Again, surrounded by low voltage lighting, landscaping. Actually turned out to be a nice little sidewalk. I didn't want to do it at first, just because of the headache of it all, but it feels good when you're done, you know. All right, that's probably it for today. We'll go ahead and finish getting cleaned up. Sorry I'm so dirty, but that goes with the job. Thanks again for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. If you like what you saw, hit that subscribe, tell everybody you know. Let's grow that channel, and have a good time. See ya.